All right, the Daily Purge. All right. How you doing? Let me get my audio straight here. I'm guessing. Oh, yes, it's okay. Good. So you should be hearing me clear, sounding clear, and talk today real simple about something that, is very frank. And that should be what? That is that you already know what you should be doing, right? Don't you? You already know what you should be doing. And now my question to you is, why aren't you doing it? What's the holdup? What's the holdup? Why aren't you doing what you know you should be doing? I'll tell you why. Because a lot of times we just make excuses. We just pass it off for the next day. Oh, I'm too busy, or I have too many other things going on. Yesterday we talked a little bit about this as well, but today it just hit me because I was talking to a client, and actually a lot of times when I talk to clients, they're like, well, what should I do? How do I do it? And they basically tell me what they should be doing before I even get a chance to answer. So the question begs, why aren't you doing it? And there's a million reasons why you're not doing it. There's a million reasons why you should be doing it, but nothing gets through that skull of yours because you're worried. You have things going on. You need to make money. You need to make revenue. You need to pay the bills. You need to go pick up the kids. You need all these things you have to do. So, hey, let's do it tomorrow, right? Well, tomorrow never comes. Thanks, brother. But tomorrow never comes. Isn't that the case? What time's it going to be tomorrow at this time? It'll be now, right? But what about will it be tomorrow? No, because tomorrow just moves ahead one more day. So you got to ask yourself, what are my priorities? Like, how am I going to get to the point where I'm not saying that anymore? Where I'm not saying, oh man, I need to do this, or I should do that, or I need to get somebody to get me to do that. Just do it. Imperfect action. Imperfect action. Lane and I talked about it from Peru, taking imperfect action. And they always say again, also, the quickest way to get started is to get started. Right. So what are you going to get started on today? And that's what this is all about. It isn't about me, trying to teach you something new. What's up, Joseph? How you doing, brother? About teaching you something new, because you already know what you need to know to get started. And if you don't know, you're going to find out once you do get started. And that's the beauty of it all. Imperfect action allows you to create steps as you go forward. So as you step forward, you create. You step forward again, you create. You step forward again, you create. And having faith in that creates certainty. Right now, it helps, of course, when you know your identity and your purpose, which you can learn in the book Unleash Your Humble Alpha. Go ahead and grab it in the link below. You can also take a free excerpt of our course now at humblealphabook.com. Give it a shot. You can take the first module for free if you want to dig deeper and you really want to go hardcore into it. Then it might really help you. Priority. Sometimes procrastination is because you promise yourself too much in one day. Well, that could also be a reason why. It's not happening. So you see what I'm saying? Like, of course, you can say I promised too much in this one day. Well, the next day, maybe you don't do that, right? Eating spicy food unless I want to hug the toilet. Thanks, Jeffrey. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad you're reading it. I'm glad you're getting good value out of it as well. So look, it's real simple. You already know what you should be doing. I know what I should be doing, and I do it every day, and still I don't catch up, right? Because the more you do, the more you see that you can do. The more you learn, the less you know. So that means you got to learn more, right? It's like this never-ending thing. But when you embrace that and you say, that's a part of my learning curve, that's a part of my position and my path and my purpose going forward, then it's a part of what it is. So rushing yourself or being negative to yourself or kicking yourself in the butt for not doing what you're supposed to be doing isn't really going to help you. It's just taking action. Imperfect action. That could be a phone call. That could be a message. That could be a text message. That could be picking up a book. That'd be going into Clubhouse and listening to somebody and then finally getting them on stage and pitching your product. Like, some people do often and other people always want to do it, but they don't. Just get out there and do it. I promise you right now, there's a step that you can take to ensure that you're going to get to where you want to go. I promise you right freaking now. Now, this all requires one thing. That's being honest with yourself. Right. And when we talk about the HIT principles, honesty, integrity, and transparency, honesty with yourself and why you do what you do and think what you think and say what you say. That's the key. It's honesty with yourself first. People think always about honesty on the outside. They think about, everything that we do. Okay, it's all about the outside. I have to fit my way in. No, it's about honesty with yourself. Right. Are you really doing what you should be doing? Are you doing what you're doing because you want to do it because it aligns with what you think you need to be doing to reach your goals and your targets and your aspirations? Or you're doing it because that's what you think the outside wants you to do. A perfect example is you just start a business, you look around, what's everybody else doing? I'm going to do what they're doing. Well, you're not going to get very far, at least authentically, by being that way. Lane and I started a movement, the Humble Alpha movement. Then we started a movement, Humble Alpha Veteran Empowerment. They got legs of their own. It's happening on their own. Why? Because we took imperfect action and we moved forward with it. And we didn't know where it was going. We didn't even know how we were going to get there, but we did it anyway because we took imperfect action and we were certain of it because it's aligned with our identity and our purpose. Right? This might all sound like blah blah to you, but if you read the book and you did the work, then you're going to see exactly what I mean, and you know exactly how that fits into the world around you and into your life enterprise. You know, the impact that we can have in our lives is so massive that it's incredible. But unless you're taking action, unless you're stepping into that into that imperfect action, then you're not really going to get that far. And you're going to be frustrated. You're going to be upset. You're going to have feelings of jealousy or resentment or grudges for people who are making it, right? Embrace everyone around you who's successful. Embrace everyone around you who's positive, because that's going to bring you up to a higher vibration. That'll bring you to a place of a higher frequency where you're going to thrive automatically because you're going to reciprocate what's going on around you. You just think about that. If you're on a football team and you're not good at what you do, you're the worst person on the team. How long is that going to stay like that? Probably not very long, because you're going to be like, well, I got to get better, right? That's why you want to surround yourself with people that are better than you in the things that you do. That's why you want to surround yourself with people with higher vibrations. And here's the coolest part about it. We were talking about this today with Big Spoon, Chris Shivers, and Lane and myself, is that he says, oh, I always felt like I was operating at this frequency of the humble alpha. But, you know, when I read the book and everything, I was like, yeah, I've been doing that. Well, we're not saying you're not. What we're saying is you might not be conscious of it. And the consciousness of it, the consciousness of what you're doing, right? Heath, what's up, brother? The consciousness of what you're doing is what actually creates that next step. Taking action is the key that starts the vehicle. Massive action gets the freight train moving. All right, brother. Thanks so much, man. I don't care if you've had your vaccination. I love it. It's funny. It's hilarious. All right. So taking action, being conscious of that action, being conscious of what it is you're supposed to be doing next, and actually making it happen, and then reflecting upon it with yourself with the HIT principles. Am I being honest to myself? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing because I want to be doing it, or am I doing it because the outside world says that I should be doing it? Be you. Be the best version of yourself. There's nobody else like you on the planet. You're the most authentic person out there. If you get away from, I'm supposed to be doing this, I have to do that, I have to look like this, I have to look like that, I'm a hipster, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a whatever. Just be yourself. It doesn't even matter, okay? People will always resonate with someone who is emulating who they truly are as a person in all aspects of life, right? In all aspects of life. That's who they're going to resonate with. Integrate your true personality. And here's a litmus test. Here's a litmus test. Hola tutti. Hey, Joe. Here's a litmus test. If you're at work and your wife or your husband or your boyfriend or girlfriend is a fly on the wall, will they recognize you? Will they be like, oh, Jesus, who's that? He's a completely different person. Otherwise, if you're at home, one of your employees or one of your team members or a friend is on a fly on the wall, what are they going to say? They're going to say, wow, I don't recognize that person. That's a good indication that you're not integrating who you really are as a personality in your life enterprise in all areas of life: body, mind, relationships, and business. Okay. So, my brother, many of you know my brother is just had open heart surgery. He's still in intensive care. Blood pressure is still high. They're trying to bring it down and still in intense pain meds. Oh man. Well, he's talking now at least, so that's good. All right. So yeah, thanks for all the prayers and everything for my brother. I appreciate that. My twin brother, it's important, obviously, that he sticks around for a while. We have a lot to accomplish yet. Brother, love you. Okay, so that's it. Be conscious of where you are. Be conscious of the steps that you take. Start creating that reality in front of you every time you take that step towards imperfect action. Okay, sounds good. And that will do that one thing that everybody's searching for. It will increase it like crazy. And that is that. Thank you, Jeffrey. I really appreciate it. And that will really help you create a one thing that we all seek, and that is quality of life. It's Friday. We will see you on Monday. Have a fantastic weekend. Be the best version of yourself you can be every second of the day, and be conscious of it. See you on Monday. Take care.